Jung on why you choose unavailable people. You didn't fall for them randomly. You chose them, and the part of you that made that choice knew exactly what it was doing. Carl Jung said that we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are, or more precisely, who we haven't faced yet. Every person you've ever desperately chased, every love that felt electric but kept you at arm's length, every connection that promised everything and consistently delivered pain. Jung would look at that pattern and say, "That's not bad luck. That's your shadow speaking in the language of desire." Here's what the shadow does. It takes everything you were taught to suppress, your need for love, your terror of abandonment, your hunger to be chosen, and it buries it deep. And then quietly, strategically, it goes looking for someone who will confirm the belief you buried with it, that you're not quite enough to be fully loved. That closeness always comes with conditions, that the people worth wanting will always be just slightly out of reach. And then you meet someone unavailable, maybe emotionally, maybe physically, maybe they're present in body and completely absent in everything that matters. And something in you lights up, not despite the distance, because of it. That's the shadow working. That's the wound running the selection process. Jung called it repetition compulsion, this unconscious drive to recreate the emotional conditions of your earliest pain. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because unresolved wounds don't just disappear. They go looking for resolution, and they think they'll find it by staging the same scene again, hoping this time it ends differently. This time they'll stay. This time they'll choose you. This time, the unavailable person becomes available, and the little version of you that learned love meant longing finally gets to exhale. But they don't stay. They never do. And you tell yourself it's your fault. Your timing, your intensity, the fact that you want too much or feel too deeply or need things that reasonable people shouldn't need. You make yourself smaller, quieter, easier to love, and they leave anyway. Or they stay in a way that looks like staying but feels like being left. And here is the thing Jung understood that almost no one wants to hear. You're not choosing unavailable people because you're broken. You're choosing them because something in you still believes that earning love from someone who withholds it will finally prove that you deserve it. That if you can just unlock the one person who refuses to open, you'll finally know you're worth opening for. That belief is the shadow, and the shadow doesn't respond to wishful thinking. It doesn't dissolve when you find the right person. It follows you into every relationship, almost every situationship that ends with you wondering what was wrong with you, until you stop running from it and look at it directly. Jung's word for this work was individuation, the process of integrating the parts of yourself you've exiled. The need you were taught was too much. The longing you were taught was weakness. The child in you that learned to perform self-sufficiency because dependence was dangerous. You don't fix this by choosing better. You fix it by understanding why you keep choosing the same thing in different packaging. Because the unavailable person isn't the problem. They're the symptom. The problem is the part of you that looks at someone who can't fully show up and thinks, "This is the one I have to win. This is the one that matters. This is the love that will mean something because it costs me everything to get it." That belief was written into you long before you had any say in the matter, and it will keep writing your love life until you make it conscious. So the question isn't why do you keep choosing unavailable people? The question is, what would it feel like to choose someone who actually showed up? And why does that feel so much less like love? Answer that, and you'll find the shadow. Face the shadow, and you'll finally find yourself.